Today, guys, we are going to work on writing a thank you note. A thank you note tells a person who did something nice that you are thankful. The student model on the next page is an example of a thank you note. So let's look over here at the student model. It says May 5th, 2010. Dear Kim, thank you for sharing 3 books with me. Now I have read them. My favorite book was the one about 2 dogs. Your friend, Tamara. So let's look at this model. I noticed that they used capital letters at the beginning of sentences and to capitalize names. I see that they used their best spelling, and that helps readers understand your writing. I also see these 2 blue words are adjectives. Adjectives are, if you said describing words, you're right. Adjectives are describing words, and these adjectives tell how many. There's 3 and 2. So a thank you note is to show thanks. So today, I'm going to ask you to write a thank you note. I'd like you to think about someone who has shared something with you. You can write a note to thank the person. Here is your writer's checklist so you can remember what to include. You want to tell about why you're glad this person shared with you. I want you to use some number words to show how many of something that they shared. And then I'd like you to write the date, a letter greeting, and a closing. So if we look back at the model again, the date goes up at the top a little bit to the right-hand side. And remember, we capitalize that first letter because it's the name of a month. We put the number of the day, comma, and then the year. And then it says it wants you to use a greeting. The greeting is where it says, Dear Kim, and then it has a comma. The dear and then Kim, both are capitalized. Dear is the beginning of a sentence, and then Kim is a name, so it has a capital. The comma goes at the end. Now, when you put a greeting in your letter, like it has here on the model, it goes on the left-hand side of your paper. And then it says to remember to have a closing. And we've done this before in class too. The closing is here where it says your friend, comma. You could put love, you could put sincerely, you could put from, but you should definitely capitalize the first letter because it's the beginning of a sentence. And then it has a comma after it. And then right underneath, you line up and you write your name. And you write your name, of course, with a capital letter too. So do you see how the date is over toward the right-hand side of the paper? The greeting is on the left-hand side of the paper. And then the closing is towards the left-hand side of the paper also. Okay, so I want you to try to set up your letter that way when you are writing it. Head back over to Seesaw and I will give you some instructions on how to write your thank you letter. Have fun being a writer today.